The TikTok ban gets one step closer to actually happening. The NAR settlement gets preliminary approval, and you'll never believe the biggest deal in LA, how much it closed for. I'm Jeffrey St. Arromand with Serhant here on Estate Media, and let's get to the point. So kicking off our list this week at number 5, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago about all the squatter laws that are in effect. It's really run rampant in New York City, in LA, and in Atlanta. And I want to say about 2 weeks ago on this countdown, we talked about it and how a lot of homeowners are just being taken over by these squatters. Well, there was a huge uproar that happened. Actually, a viral moment happened here in New York City where a homeowner was actually arrested when she tried to change the locks of her home to keep squatters out. And this viral moment made it all the way up to the New York Senate, and they actually changed a law that the governor just signed this week, a couple days ago. And with this law now, it's just merely changing the language that says a tenant does not include a squatter. And with that small change is going to be big impact, because now what happens, it allows the police to actually arrest people who are squatters, and you don't have to go through the tedious law system and go to court in effort to get someone evicted and get them removed from your home. So good news there. Apparently what we're talking about here in the top 5 actually has impact and resonates. So that's a good note, and hopefully LA and Atlanta will follow suit, and their governor there would actually make changes to their laws as well, so squatters can get out of the homes of these homeowners. So coming in at number 4 this week is the NAR settlement. So the latest here is a judge that initially oversaw the suit. He's given preliminary approval for the settlement. So now keep in mind that settlement is for $418 million. That goes into a fund over the next 4 years. Also, that means selling agents no longer have to incorporate the commission on the MLS, and now buyer's agents have to get buyer's agreements and negotiate their own commissions with their clients. So we're steps closer to being into this new landscape that begins in July. A few more layers of approval, but this new world is quickly coming upon us. So coming in at number 3 this week, we're going to take the time machine back to when the entire world, especially the real estate industry, was under lockdown because of COVID. And there was one technology that was really important to help get the traction again in real estate, and that was a Matterport. And so what Matterport is a 3D technology that allows consumers to see inside of homes and then to start the transaction process as a result of that. And Costar saw the importance of Manaport, and they just acquired it for $1.6 billion. And what Costar intends on doing is improving and enhancing the technology by incorporating AI in that. And they're going to start seeing it more implemented in other Costar properties. So that means apartments.com, homes.com, you'll start to see it there. LoopNet, you'll start to see it implemented there. And I think anything that really makes the process easier for consumers, and really the time that consumers stay on platforms is extended wherever there's Manaport included. So I think Costar sees the importance there, and the consumer's going to see it. So this is a merger that I give the complete thumbs up for, and hopefully it'll improve the experience for everyone involved. So coming in at number 2 this week is a new record setter, at least for this year in LA, is a home that just closed in Hollywood Hills for $62.8 million. Now, what's impressive, obviously, is the price point, but more importantly is the fact that we're just about at the 1-year mark of California's luxury tax that they've been implemented, and this has pretty much stymied the luxury sector. So it's good to see a property this price point close. Now, let's talk a little bit about this property. You have 23,000 square feet, you have 8 bedrooms, 18 baths, and every single amenity you would imagine at this price point. You have a guest house, you have a gym with a spa, you have a cold plunge, you have a lap pool, you have a home theater, everything you would expect. So hopefully this will start to pick things up in that luxury sector, and we'll see more closings of the like for the rest of this year. So taking the number 1 spot on the countdown this week is something that we've spoken about in the past. It's the dreaded TikTok ban, and this could actually happen now as President Biden signed a bill into law that pretty much gives ByteDance, which are the owners of TikTok, gives them a deadline of January 19th by when they need to sell the company. If they do not, then this would prohibit TikTok from being on in the app stores anywhere, and so that would eliminate TikTok from being here in the US. Now, I'm certain the ownership of ByteDance is going to fight this tooth and nail and use every constitutional right they have to try to prevent this from happening. but this could very well happen. And as we've spoken about in the past on this countdown, what are you doing in the event that this happens to really pivot your business to some other platforms? So something that we really need to think about, because as now with this law being signed, this can very well happen next year by January 19th. Thanks for watching, and continue to follow Estate Media to get your latest top 5 real estate stories of the week.